from the land down under. Greetings from Australia. My name is Royree, Jenson, and I delighted in getting the task of just sharing for a few minutes on lessons from love, or the fruits of the Spirit, all of which come out of love. And I had some big lessons to learn in this area of love, and I'm still very much a student. However, one big lesson that I had was I was in India, and I had taken a big team over to India with me, and we had several orphanages over there, and there was a lot of pressure. And the guy that we worked through in India, he said to me, "Oh, I've just heard that there's a village with lots of children in it, and their parents were recently washed away in a flood. They'd gotten all the children out of the village and they went back to get their possessions, but the floodwaters overwhelmed them and they've never been seen since. And so would I like to go and rescue them?" And I'm like, "I'd like to rescue them, but I don't want to rescue them. Maybe we could send somebody else." And I think the issue was that I was under a lot of pressure. I had a team. Our resources were pretty skimpy. And so I thought, no, I won't. And I realised I just didn't have that extra capacity, that extra love, if you like. And so I declined to go. But a girlfriend of mine in another country rang me, and she said, "I've just had a dream where I believe the Lord is telling you that you've got to go and muster the sheep." And I'm like, "Oh, what a muster sheep." However, I guess the conviction, if you like, of the love of God for these kids, even though I personally did not have it, but the love of God for these kids convicted me, and so I decided to go. So long story short, my team and I went across a floodplain in an ox cart, which was an adventure in itself, to go see these kids. Well, we had taken a lot of food with us, and enough to see them for the foreseeable future. And when we got there, the kids all raced out to see us, and we sat them down under the big trees that were there, and we fed them. And they had not been fed for quite some time. And as we were feeding them and seeing the joy on their faces and the relief on their faces, I walked away and I stood separate from them. And for the first time in my life, I actually felt the pleasure of the Lord. I actually felt his good pleasure on these kids just while they're feeding their faces, like fist first. And the Lord spoke to me and said, "When you don't have enough love, my supply is endless. You can always risk it on me." So there have been many lessons since then, but that was a catalyst for me to be able to embrace in the love of God, even when you're feeling stressed yourself and you're feeling your resources are short, but he has plenty. And so it was a big lesson for me. So enjoy your day, and I hope you're able to find yourself extending your love a little bit further than what you have. Beautiful.